Live now. Live now. Live now. Live now. You know we live now. Yo, it's your boy Awesomeness JL, aka the biggest music artist in the universe. And we tuning in, man, with a new video. Today we're gonna be talking about Chat GPT agent. For all of y'all that's been rocking with Chat GPT, it been out for a minute. I want to say it dropped like in 2021, 2020, something like that. I wasn't on it super early. I think I started using it probably around 2022. Yeah, probably 2022, and then by 2023 I was using it almost every day, no cap. um Me and my wife hopped on it and we just didn't stop using it, you know what I mean? And obviously it's here to stay, especially with all the upgrades and all the updates they've been doing in the past couple years. They've been very consistent when it comes to these updates on this app. But with that being said, if you can even call it an app, right? Because it's all browser based stuff, but I still call it an application. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these notes about Chat GPT agent. Real soon, I'll be doing a tutorial on this and kind of showing you guys how to use it. Until then, we're gonna jump into what's the difference between Chat GPT agents and regular Chat GPT. Um, so basically, let me turn this off. Looking at my notes. Um, so it just got to upgrade. So the first thing y'all need to do is look at this as an upgrade. It's an upgrade. So if you've been using Chat GPT, think of it as boom, it's an upgrade. This Chat GPT 2.0. You know what I mean? So look at it as an upgrade. But this upgrade goes a little bit further than the regular app. So another way to look at it too, just to simplify it, it's a new mode. It is a new mode where ChatGPT can plan and do multitask for you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be at the computer, right? You can get ChatGPT to plan and do multi-step task. Now this all works on a system too as well. You know what I mean? Kind of like the credit system that they've been using for all the AI models. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that. We'll talk more about that later. But let's talk a little bit more about ChatGPT agent. The key abilities: you can do web browsing, coding, creating spreadsheets, making slides, sending emails, connecting to apps. So your Chat GPT agent can do all of these things. After you give it the command, you can walk away from the computer and it can source and do these different things. Like I said, is definitely going to be on a credit slash token type system. So you gotta pay attention to what tasks you really want done or prioritize those over the smaller tasks that you want done. You know what I mean? You really want this to handle more of the higher objective things that you want done. But let's go down to four. Um it's Chat GPT agent is powered by Chat GPT-5. And it's with that being said, it's smarter, faster, and it can go deep on complex tasks without losing track. Which is good news. That's what I like to hear. I've been liking Chat GPT 5 a lot lately too as well. One big implementation I like is the mode implementation. If y'all been paying attention to that, um, it's like you can just click a button and you could either do like image styles or writing styles. It's different. I might do a walkthrough for that too. But today we talking about Chat GPT agent, so let's jump back into it. Number five, we got real world uses. So you can use it for research, content creation, data analysis, scheduling, and even image generation. So it's been getting real heavy on the image generation. I've been using it a lot for image generation as of late, because it just got a lot easier. And I think that is Chat GPT 5 that's making image generation more easier. It's coming up with images faster. Also, the language barrier that it had before with image generation is gotten a lot better. You know, it seems like it's a lot better, a lot easier. Hold on, I think my headphones cut off, which is weird. That's weird. Why would my headphones cut off? I don't know. Anyway, um, the image generation communications got a lot better. Um, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I pretty much stopped doing thumbnails. Like I don't have time to do thumbnails. In a minute, I'm gonna have an agent doing my thumbnails too as well. Like I'm just I'm all about this life right now, man. So shout out to this. Let's keep going though. Let's not get distracted. Safety features. So they do talk about safety features. They've been talking about that a lot with Chat GPT agent. At first I was like safety features, but then they went into it. And this is what they're saying. They're saying always ask before doing big actions. Plus watch mode for supervision. Now I think they're really saying this because they just want you to be mindful. Like I said, it's on a credit system. It's going to be on a credit system, or token system. The last thing you want to do is give an agent a huge task and it goes to do it, and you've run out of all your credits or your tokens, and you don't get any more until next month, or you got to buy some more in the middle of the month. And I think that's one of the big things they're really talking about here. Also, supervision when it comes to just being mindful for what type of information you're sourcing and data and the type of things you're trying to access with the Chat GPT agent. So I think those are things you definitely got to think about before you send an agent out there to do something. Like you can't send an agent out to like spy on somebody. You know what I mean? And expect for it to be like, okay, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do stuff like that. But excuse me. But you can get it to do other tasks. Other tasks that you don't want to sit at a computer and do all day. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go into number 7, which is why it matters. It's a workflow. Okay, let me jump in. Let me try that again. Look, why it matters. It's a workflow revolution for creatives, entrepreneurs, and business owners. So, if you're an entrepreneur like myself, if you're creative like myself, if you're a business owner like myself, this is the peak of the golden age right here, right? Where you can get all these dreams and all these ideas, these big aspirations you had your whole life. You can get them out, and you don't have to be the one to go through the motions to do them, right? You can send some of these agents out to handle some of these tasks because it's a lot of things that comes with even opening a business, right? It's a lot of administration work and a lot of things that you have to go through in order for you to create your business, right? Well, you don't have to sit through 100% of that process anymore. You can, give give an agent a task, and hopefully in the future, what I see happening as they scale is you'll be able to send out multiple agents to do a lot of tasks. So, um, I think that's a great idea and that's a great vision. And I think all of this is really pointing to the future, the new wave of the future. Um, as you can see, the workforce is dwindling, getting smaller and smaller. And I think that's all a part of the plan because a lot of things will become replaced by AI, such as menial tasks and things that don't really require any kind of authenticity from the person to accomplish. You know what I mean? But let's not get too deep in that. So we just gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna say if you're not paying attention, you already behind. This is the future of work. It's the future of work, and that's why I'm really here to help people kind of transition into this new world in a simplified way. Like, I'm not trying to make it complicated. I like to break everything down to like a fifth grade level so that you have a good understanding of where we're at and where we're headed with this thing. So that was it today on the video about ChatGPT Agent. It is now live. It's live now. I think it used like one agent or something like that, but it is live. So you guys can jump into ChatGPT and click the modes. In one mode, it says ChatGPT Agent. Like I said, I'll do a tutorial on this. I just wanted to do this video first to kind of talk about it. But that's it for this video. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. You know I gotta do the intro for the outro. Yo, 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 it's Awesome as JL, aka the biggest music artist in the universe. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And we are signing out. Peace. Live now. Live now. Live now.